Yo, Renel Raps.
I'm straight from Oakland, California, home of the rock.
Yo, Renel.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome once again. My guest today is independent filmmaker Mario Bobino, the 26-year-old native of Oaktown. He has just completed his first feature film called City Life. There will be a special screening of his movie on November 16th in his hometown at Oakland's Grand Lake Theater. Mario is one inspirational young brother and a talented young man. We'll talk to him about his career. We'll talk with him about his goals, about blacks in films, and what the responsibilities of black filmmakers are. Well, Mario, why don't you tell our listeners this morning how you decided upon a career in filmmaking, which is like, there are not too many minorities that do it successfully. That's quite an unusual choice of a career.
Well, by me going to school and taking up media productions in college, and by me being an athlete, I realized just a lot of thinking to myself about what I want to do with my life. What direction was I going? So I started having a fun time producing while I was in college, and I was having a fun time doing it. So I was taking advantage of production time in the studios, editing, and just everything that has to do with production.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking advantage of it. And then when Spike Lee came out with She's Gotta Have It, that really impressed me. Because, I didn't know nothing about Spike Lee until that film came out. And during that time, that's when I was getting hyped for my movie, because I didn't know Spike Lee was coming out with a film at that time. But when it came out and I went to go see it, I was so impressed. That really gave me the extra burning desire to put my film together called City Life.
That must have been a huge inspiration for you.
Yeah. I think some of my college peers can tell you that.
Yeah.
They can tell you that, because I was hyped about that.
I bet you were. And you went to Sacramento State?
Yeah, I went to Sacramento State University.
And that's where you did all your fiddling around in the technical world, in the filmmaking world.
Exactly. That's where I got started.
Good.
That's where I got started.
Good. Well, talk to us about City Life and tell us how this was born.
Okay, City Life is a film about 5 black notorious males in their last year of high school. And they're all notorious. And they go to high school, which is located in the heart of the city, which is Oakland, California. And we call it Oakley High. But the environment is real diverse that these guys are in. And what I'm trying to stress through my film is, hanging out and partying and all that type of things, that might be fun while you're in high school, But as time goes on, you start to realize that you start blowing good opportunities as far as getting education by not being in class.
Mm-hmm.
Each time you miss a class session, you're missing out some very pivotal information. So I try to show the negative sides of hanging out and things like that, but as well, it's also a positive message. There's a lot of things that go on with these 5 notorious characters, as far as, not only they have, they're messing around at school, but they have a lot of problems at home. A lot of people seem to identify, high school students as just being, certain high school students as just being totally bad. Why does he act like that? What type of a family background does he come from?
Yeah.
So we take you home with these characters at least one time to show you why they act the way that they act.
Mm-hmm.
And then, playing some good supporting roles as 5 females, which play some excellent roles in the film.
Good. I'm glad to see you taking care of the sisters in the film.
Oh, I had to. They're the positive roles of the movie.
Good. So you wrote it. This is your baby.
Yes, it is my baby, even though I must say, if it wouldn't have been for my partner, executive producer Greg Gilbert, who really inspired me, I think in 85 to really pursue, he's the one that said, hey, Mario, we had a real crazy life when we was growing up, And I was like, hey, I don't want to get into that. So he really kind of persuaded me into trying to, City Life isn't about my lifehood at all,
mm-hmm.
but there is some things that I did go through and my friends went through that is in the film.
Mm-hmm.
So I say about maybe 30% of the film is probably true, but I got that through him. He inspired me to do it. And then my friends as well, my close friends, I showed them the script and they was kind of impressed with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was letting me know that my peers were behind me.
Okay. Now, how do we get City Life to become a script into a 90-minute feature film? How does a Sacramento State graduate actually get a script to a final finished product on the big screen?
Okay, it's not easy. Things work in mysterious ways, I must say. What happened was I was writing. I was having a hard time passing the writing proficiency exam. I was kind of upset with this. So one of my instructors told me, hey, Mario, what you need to do is just write every day. I said, okay, what am I going to write about? So then after having that conversation with my friend, Greg Gilbert, then that just made me write every day. I mean, every single day I just wrote. And then before I knew it, it was completed and I passed the writing proficiency exam. And then from there, I graduated and came back home, and then from there I said, I became an intern at Channel 2, so I started to express my interest in things like that. But the first thing that I did, knowing that I was going to try to produce this film, I got it copywritten. A lot of people say, Ellis, do you have a copy written? That was the first thing I did. As soon as it was written, I got it copywritten. So that's one thing that you must do, is you must get your work copywritten, just in case somebody comes out with an idea similar to yours before yours comes out. You can say, hey, stop the film, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's my stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got it copywritten, and then by me being an intern at Channel 2, that opened up 8 million doors. I got down there, started expressing things that I wanted to do with my life, and I needed a little bit of help, so I ended up coming across my mentor, Bill Moore. And Bill led me in the right direction. He lent me the equipment that I didn't have. He told people at the station to take care of me, and they did. And so then I gathered up my equipment, and then it was all about me being a good communicator with people that I was going to try to bring into the film. So I really had to watch, my courtesy and things like that, and go out and show people that, I have a project, and if you believe in me, I could help you as well. And then things just started taking a snowball effect, and which led me to the 90-minute feature film, My City Life.
Yo, Renel Raps on 106 KMEL.
Did you have to do like Robert Townsend and use your MasterCard and your Visa like you financed Hollywood Shuffle? How did you finance this movie?
Man, how did I finance this movie? This movie was actually financed from paycheck to paycheck from myself, and with the exception of Greg Gill would help me out from time to time. And, the film was put together, all by me. It took 3 years, And
really?
It took 3 years. And basically, the way I look at this film, probably going to break me into the filmmaking industry. What I want to do is raise some noise out there. Hey, there's a new kid from Oakland, and he is talented. Because the film that we're using is the type of film that you should use, but I use a lot of, video overlays and things like that to bring out the best quality that I could. But this is like my thesis breaking out into the film industry. And what it has created thus far is my next script, which I don't know if I want to announce. I don't know.
It's entirely up to you, Mario.
Okay, I'll announce it because I already got it copywritten. It's called Characters, and it's like a Black Twilight Zone. I got the rights to that. It's a funky script. It's real positive. It's for my people. And what I'm going to do with that is this thesis film has enabled me to get better equipment through my mentor, Bill Moore, and going through corporate Oakland as far as getting funds. So I'm excited about that.
Good, you should be. Yeah. So it took you 3 years to make City Life.
Yeah.
Boy.
Maybe 4.
Really?
Yeah, because, I think right when the concept was coming up, that was in 85, right, with Spike Lee's movie. She's Gotta Have It came out, so I think about 4.
Good.
But actually, the hard work was about a good 2.5 hard work years.
All worth it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah. I love it.
And filmed entirely in Oaktown.
All in Oakland. All in Oakland. And it was funny filming alone because, you have to get certain permits and things like that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give a special thanks out to my old high school, Oakland High, for letting me come back up there and film, and all the students for coming and supporting me and being the extras and the fill-ins. I loved them for it. And we filmed the majority of it was filmed up there. Then the rest was at my relative's house and good friend's house and other locations. We sneaked. We went to the location and sneaked.
You got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we snuck at a few locations and I got out of there. It turned out fine.
Good. So you want City Life to kind of make some noise and let the industry know that there's this young brother in Oakland that's got some movie making going down big time. Talk to us some more about what you feel your responsibility as a black filmmaker are.
My responsibility as a black filmmaker is, first of all, I have to project that good positive image from Oakland. We have a lot of negative in Oakland, which is true, but you have a lot of negative everywhere.
Right.
But I don't see too much positive going on in my city. I don't appreciate it. So it's up to me to be as positive as I can. I want my films to be, first of all, humorous as well as positive. I would like, and I am going to start depicting the positive black things that happen, especially from Oakland and as far as blacks general. But I want to be a positive filmmaker. I don't want to cause controversy. I just want people to go to my films, and as they see my films, I want them to be entertained. And when they leave like, hey, I liked that. I might go back and see it again. I'm definitely going to admit it when it comes to video cassette.
Yeah.
So I like to project that type of image.
Good. Speaking of images, and you've already been talking about the portrayals of black men and black women in city life. Talk to me about what you see happening with the portrayal of black men in TV and movies over the recent years, because for instance, The Color Purple and these kind of things. What is going on there? Talk to us about your response to that.
Well, my response to that is, in the past, it was quite bad for all black males, females, but since the emergence of Spike Lee, Robert Townsend, they have a lot of films that have been out there on the market which have been pretty positive. I think they're portraying the black man pretty positively.
Mm-hmm.
Females, I see a lot of females getting good roles these days. Like A Different World is an excellent cast of characters.
It's a real good vehicle.
Yeah, and it's like this. Okay, what the number one shows on the network is Bill Cosby and A Different World. So by that right there being established, that's positive. That's positive role models right there, because everything about that is positive. But I think it's up to somebody like myself, who was an ex-athlete. As far as black athletes are concerned, that kind of stirs me up a lot of because a lot of them are considered dumb jocks. A lot of them, after they play football, they feel they don't have no career and things like that.
Right.
And some of it is true. But then again, on the other hand, there's a lot of educated black athletes, that are out there playing pro sports, and I want to be able to set a positive role model towards those type of things. Since I'm an ex-athlete, I want to try to project. If you're gonna be an athlete, you got to do certain responsibilities that you have to do, and I'm gonna project the positive instead of the negative.
This is Renel Raps on 106 KMEL. We're talking this morning with Mario Bobino, 26-year-old native of Oakland. Mario is an independent filmmaker working towards busting into the big leagues of the motion picture industry. He's here to tell us about, among other things, his first feature film, City Life, which he wrote, directed, and produced. It's a film that depicts the emptiness of life in the fast lane. We've already talked a little bit about Spike Lee and Robert Townsend. How does their work affect you?
Their work inspires me because I seen them go out, and I see especially Spike. He takes a lot of havoc from a lot of people.
He takes some heat, doesn't he?
He takes some heat for the type of films that he enjoys doing. I think Spike is incredible. I think he's a mastermind at what he does. I'm gunning for him. I mean, he's I envy him so much. I think he's so talented that I have a burning desire to be up there with him. I want to have a burning desire. So Spike, I envy him because I think he's incredible. He takes chances, and one thing I respect about him is he knows how to cause a conflict, controversy.
Definitely. And he kind of thrives on it too.
He loves it.
Yeah.
And I love that about him because Spike Lee is an individual who takes a lot of pride in what he does. He really respects what he does. That's why I see him on interviews and things like that, and he handles it quite well.
Yes, he does.
Real well.
Yes, he does, and that's all a part of being an artist too. That conflict and controversy. But Spike is a brother, so he takes more heat than perhaps other filmmakers would. That's my own editorial comment, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. What about Eddie Murphy? Eddie is now directing this movie that's coming out next month, Harlem Nights and everything. What do you think his impact as a powerful black man in films has been?
Eddie is potent. Eddie's a supreme. He's somebody who people have a hard time touching. He's in control of a lot of things. There's not too much I can say. Eddie is in the position that I would love to be. I can't take nothing away from Eddie. Eddie is in a position where I don't think he could be topped or stopped. He's multi-talented. That's evident. And it's really hard to speak on Eddie because, I respected him when he was on Saturday Night Live. He used to have, during my college days, he used to have me cracking up on Saturday nights. So, and I seen him come a long, long way, so I can't take nothing away from him. He's incredible.
Yeah,
I just wish him and Spike can get along.
I know, that's what I was going to say. Spike has a problem with Ed and vice versa, but...
we're going to get it together.
That's right. We're going to all take care of business. Besides Spike and Eddie and Robert, who would you say might be some other influences or people you admire in the business that also inspire you?
In the business, I'm going to change that from in the business to in the world. First of all, a major inspiration to me is God. Because without him, I wouldn't have been able to do the things that I have done.
There you go.
I think my family is a major inspiration. My mother and my father, a few of my friends, my mentor, a few college instructors, high school instructors. So, a lot of them have real major influences in my life because they really, let me know that I have a special talent. And they really let me know that if you want to make it in this world, you really can't depend on nobody. You got to depend on yourself. And once an individual realizes that, I think he'll go a long way.
There you go. Yeah. Mario, tell us when we can see City Life.
Okay. Now, since City Life is a thesis film of mine, it's going to have a one-day showing at the Grand Lake Theater on November the 16th. There's a 6:30 show, and then there's an 8:30 show. And what's happened is it has already been entered into a film festival out in New York, which handles distribution and things like that. So what's going to happen, depending on how well it goes at the Grand Lake on November the 16th, there's other theaters that showed interest in my thesis film. So just depending on how the turnout goes, we'll probably open up at a few other locations throughout the Bay Area.
Good.
But we want to try to, sell out for this one just because we think it's a good film. I mean, I know it's a good film. Not we with the cast and everybody that was involved, especially we think it's a good film. But, I really want Oakland to come see us new talent.
We're going to support you. I'm going to make sure all of your Renel Raps listeners out there in Oaktown, we're going to come help you out, Mario. And good luck with characters. That's the second script.
Oh, yeah, it's potent. Yeah, I'm loving it. I mean, I'm excited about it, even though this one is done, but we still have a little bit of promoting and things like that to do. I'm fired up for my next one.
Good. Will you come back and keep me up to date on the progress of characters?
Definitely.
Will you do that, please?
Oh, definitely.
And good luck to you. Guest today has been Mario Bobino, writer, director, and producer of his first feature film, City Life. You can show Mario your support and attend a special screening of his debut project Thursday night, November 16th at the Grand Lake Theater in Oakland. For more information, call this number, 635-7035. 635-7035. We wish Mario much good luck and success, and thank you everybody for tuning in. Renel wishing you a good Sunday. I'll talk to you next week.
Yo, Renel Raps. A fresh look at the issues of the Bay Area black community. 106 KMEL.
Good job, bro.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What do you have going on?
Well, this Saturday, June the 26th, at Oakland High School between the hours of 11 a.m. and 4 p.m., I'm having auditions for my third movie, Consequences, and this is a movie that's definitely going to make a lot of noise once we're finished filming with it, which will be sometime at the end of this year. Anybody who's interested in being in this fresh flying movie, it'd be smart to bring a headshot or some type of a picture and come ready to act in front of us.
I'm inspired, man. I'll definitely be there.
Great. I hope so, Dan.
And what's the
I know you're doing on, behind the scenes as far as what you're doing now, but we want to see you in front of the camera.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, let's give out the number and information again.
Okay, for any information concerning the auditions for Consequences, you should call 635-7035, and receptionists will have all the information for you.
I give a shout out to Debonair Productions, my family in Oakland, Clown Central Station, Chris Brock, and Janina Iverson.
Hey, how you doing? Wild 107?
Thank you for coming by.
Thanks, bro.
Have a great day. Straight up 8 o'clock now. Wild 107.
Oh, well.
Wild 107?
Anybody want to fuck with weight in this town? They gotta fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what about after-school programs?
After-school programs it is.
There will only be change when we start to keep our youth busy.
Have me around. Take 1 inch. 1 inch. 1 inch. Oh, I forgot my
What the hell is happening in Oakland?
Hey, man. Think we can trust these motherfuckers? Man. Hey, y'all chill. Y'all think they got their ass taken for next month.
Yeah, well, I guess it is kind of hard living under somebody else's roof, son. I can respect that.
Say, man, it's like hoe or die out here, shoot. I got my tombstone already laid out, man. I accept any and all consequences that lay in the path that I chose, man.
Subscribe to Mario Bobino's YouTube channel. See you later.
Bye.